Saturday night on the shores of Fort Myers, Florida, as we bring you a night of A-Sun Hoops brought to you by Crown Roofing. It's FGCU taking on Austin Peay. Welcome inside Alico Arena, everyone. Hello, I'm John Venus alongside former player and coach J. Webb Horton. And J. Webb, both these teams trying to shake off losses from a couple of nights ago. Austin Peay losing by 1 against Stetson on the road. Meanwhile, FGCU surrendered 98 here at home.
This is desperation time for the Eagles. Don't want to be doom and gloom, but they've got to get off the snide, start playing better defense. Hey, if I'm the Governors, you're running the state right now. They're in their own lane to be in good position in the conference.
Yeah, a win tonight for Austin Peay gets them above 500 so far in A-Sun play. They're led by a first-year head coach in Corey Gibson, who brought 6 players with him from Northwestern State, and DeMarcus Sharp is the headliner.
Well, it's amazing. DeMarcus Sharp leaves one school, comes to another. He is the governor of the state because he's the governor of this team right now. 17 points a game, 44% from the field. Hey, as the governor says, his people better do.
Sharp second in the nation in 2-pointers made. And on the other side, Zach Anderson has done everything for FGCU this season.
Well, Zach Anderson is the mayor of Fort Myers, right? Hey, 13 points a game. Probably one of the most confident players in the conference, and he's efficient. So if Zach does his thing, the Eagles could really give the Governors a run for the State House.
And 52 pounds. So he will take the tip. I don't know if the Eagles will contest the tip. Wilmore began his career at Missouri, where he was listed at 250 pounds. So he has enjoyed the college cuisine and continues to find different homes. Transferred from Missouri to Northwestern State and now on to Austin Peay. You're going to hear Northwestern State a lot tonight because Coach Corey Gibson came from there and brought his entire coaching staff with him, as well as 6 players, and there are some good players, including Gilmore.
Well, there's a reason they're the #1 defensive team in the conference, and they can also put up some numbers relative to offense. So, I'll tell you, number 32 for FGCU has got his work cut out for him.
32 on 32, the heavyweight matchup down low. First jumper off the mark from DeMarcus Sharp, who J. Webb featured in the open. Sharp is a mid-range specialist, 18 points per game, despite making just 1 3-pointer all season.
What I love about the guy is he's bringing back that mid-range jump shot that everyone has put out to pasture.
A lot of teams have had some success with it recently, but it has gone out of style in recent years as Dalian Johnson misses his first attempt of the night.
Well, I'm glad to see Dalian put that ball up.
Transfer from Penn State can really stroke it, averaging 10 points per game. Haney open in the corner, and it's a little bit short, and there is Kelman, who's probably about 270, boxing out the big fellow Wilmore.
Well, he may have been in front of him. I don't know if anybody boxes him out.
That one deflected off of Anderson, so Austin Peay will have the basketball. As you look at the starting 5 for them, the reason we bring up Wilmore right away is because it's his first start of the season, starting instead of a couple of other guys, Desi Jones, Say Witt, who have gotten starts this year.
Well, talking with Coach from Austin Peay, listen, one of the reasons people don't know how to prepare for Austin Peay, they have no idea who he's going to play. And they like to mix up their lineups and mix up their offenses and defenses.
White for 3, and Wilmore pushed off. And so it'll be FGCU ball. As you look at the Eagles starters, this has been their group of late. All these guys can score the basketball. Kelman, the transfer from Princeton, is a factor down low.
Well, the thing is, very talented group of young men. They've had some bad luck, but some of it has been self-inflicted wounds.
And the defense just fell apart in the second half on Thursday night. These guys can really score it. Kelman, who played in the NCAA tournament last year, upset Arizona with Princeton and played big minutes for the Tigers. Largy gets smothered inside, and he's about 6'3", but can't go in there. As you look at Corey Gibson, first year, we mentioned his prowess at Northwestern State, where he won 22 games last season. and played at Austin Peay as well.
Oh, he loves the fact he's back home in Clarksville, getting that brand new F&M arena.
Kelman gets tripped underneath as we look at Pat Chambers on the other side. 9 years at Penn State, led the Nittany Lions into the top 10 in the nation, and now at FGCU after a stop at LaSalle in between those two jobs.
Is that 2 fouls on the big boy? Maybe not.
Yes, it is. And they are keeping him in for now. Kelman trapped in the corner, still looking, and he'll call a timeout. So the Eagles will use their use it or lose it timeout. Only 2 minutes in. We'll keep it right here on ESPN+. You can see the records there at the bottom. These teams jostling for position. The ASUN this year is a 12-team league. 10 teams will make the tournament, and the top 4 teams will host their first opening round game. So the teams ranked 7 through 10 will have a play-in game to make the quarterfinals. And those play-in games will be at the campus site of a top 4 team. So basically, if you want to play at home, you have to finish top 4 in the league. And right now, these two teams are on the outside looking in to be in the top 4. But obviously, it's early, still plenty of games to make up some ground.
On the outside looking in, a great 1960 classic. Little Anthony and the Imperials. Man, you just jogged my musical memory there, baby.
I'm glad I could hit a brainwave with you.
Well, I'll tell you what. You don't want to be on the outside looking in. Whether you got thrown out by your girlfriend or in the ASUN conference.
Largy gets it to Kelman. His floater off the mark. Largy punched it, but it's out of bounds, and Austin Peay will have it.
Well, Wilmore will make you put a little more up high on your ball.
Yeah, he'll make you feel like you're on the outside looking in at the hoop.
Well, we've gone almost 3 minutes without scoring.
Someone's going to score at some point here. These teams can score.
There has never been a 40-minute shutout.
And the Eagles don't have one tonight as Sharp makes the long-range jumper. That is a 2. Again, only 1 3 all season. He came close to taking the 3 there, and he gets the Governors on the board. Here goes Kelman in that heavyweight matchup underneath. Goes towards the big man. And the ready layup is good. Nice move.
He goes, hey, you may be bigger, but I got some footwork for you.
You could see him size up Wilmore there before he went at him. Little spin move and a kiss for Keyshawn Kelman.
Rafferty off the glass.
Sharp with the fadeaway, too, and guys are starting to warm up here inside Alico Arena.
You listen to Coach talk about Sharp. He feels he's one of the most underrated players in the conference and is getting a lot of calls from NBA scouts about this young man.
He can fill it up. We'll see a lot of DeMarcus Sharp tonight. Dalian Johnson from the corner, in and out. Oh, and the Governors fight each other for the rebound, and somehow that stayed in with Haney going flying through the cheerleaders. You can see he's a little shaken up after diving into the crowd there for that ball. Here goes Sharp. Largy gets the assignment early of defending him. Contested 8-footer is pure.
I'll tell you what, you better bring on a net to guard that boy.
We talked to Pat Chambers earlier in the week. It did not take him long to mention DeMarcus Sharp when he thought about Austin Peay. And Largy has it stripped by Sharp. Shovels it outside. Open look for 3, and Black buries it.
Well, Black, the guy's got over 907 attempts from the three-point line. He shoots 41% from the 3. You may want to put a hand in front of him, or at least introduce yourself to him.
Jamonte Black, another one of those Northwestern State transfers coming over with Coach Gibson. Kelman trying to find some space underneath and somehow gets it to go through Wilmore.
Yeah, Wilmore wants to, the big man better keep in position, trying to become an official.
Coach Gibson keeping Wilmore in there for the first 5 minutes. He only averages 9 minutes a game. Again, this is his first start. Black has plenty of space, was hunting a 3. Instead, it'll be Sharp on the smaller Isaiah Thompson. Fades and missed it. Kelman taps it out to Largy.
I'll tell you, Black, between Black and DeMarcus Sharp, they can get a shot off the phone booth.
They always feel like they're open. Largy left alone. He'll pull the 3. No good. Kelman got a hand on the rebound, so did Wilmore, and it'll be Eagles ball when we come back. We are just over 5 minutes in. You're watching Ace on Hoops on ESPN+. And Boyd.
Deering was... they couldn't void the Boyd.
He did score his last 8 in garbage time, but still an unbelievable performance. I believe it was 14 for 19 from the field in that game. The Eagles falling behind early here, only a 5-point margin. Officials want to check on some perspiration there in front of the governor's bench. And once they're satisfied with the cleanup process, Larchie will trigger in for FGCU. Meanwhile, we mentioned Witt checking in.
Well, Witt, now, if they're telling me that he's 6'8", I must need glasses, because that's a big boy. And I'll tell you, excellent footwork. Saw him go to work against Stetson the other night when I was watching that game. And it's nice to have two bigs like that inside.
Yeah, transfer from Lincoln University of Missouri. There's Largie turning. A good pass for Rivers. And Dakota Rivers has played 1 second and has 2 points.
Well, Dakota loves to dunk and block.
Well, he checked off one of those already.
Yes.
He is a big-time shot blocker. As you pointed out on Thursday, J-Webb, he is in the mix to break the school record in blocks.
Yes, I think he's got 16 right now. Oh.
That one, no good. Look at Witt clear out and lay it in.
Wait a minute. Now, did he just knock the Dakota on his butt?
We don't see that very often. Franco Miller Jr. circles down the baseline. 3 subs in right now for FGCU as Miller coughs it up. Here comes Sharp the other way. Kicks to the corner. Open look for 3. And it's good. That's White. Des White with the 3.
I mean, the Governors have been known. They're averaging about 7 steals a game.
14-6. Austin Peay lead.
They can be called the pickpocket Governors, man. The way they pick the pockets of defenders.
Yeah, turning the tides here early.
So you got a mismatch there.
Anderson comes up short. Rivers hangs in the air and reverses it in off the miss.
Athleticism. It makes up for a lot of things, John.
Something I'm not familiar with, but Rivers, who averages 3 points a game, already has 4. Black steps back for 3 and hits. Austin Peay scorching hot early on.
I guess if you shoot 41% from the 3, that's a normal shot.
Impressive shooting performance early from the Govs. Here is Ramir Barno, the true freshman point guard. Only played the last minute against Lipscomb, coming back from a concussion, but feeling much better today. Has his pocket picked. Miller to the sideline, and it's out of bounds. Coach Chambers bringing some upperclassmen back in as Kelman and Dalian Johnson return.
Freshman, upperclassmen, you have got to protect the basketball. The number 1 defensive team in the conference did not get that reputation because someone made it up. 7 steals a game, they've already got 2. So you can't hide dribble.
Yeah, Miller and Barno both losing it, but luckily the Eagles, for them, able to get it back. As you see, Mr. Wilmore back in. Again, 7'3", 7'4" or so. Certainly a presence. He came in once Kelman came back in. Johnson made it all the way to the rim, but had it knocked away, and now the Eagles only have 1 second to shoot.
So it's got to be a quick catch and shoot.
Largie gets it to Anderson from the wing. He almost banked it in. Largie went up strong and got hit hard. And he is holding his back. City officials over there talking to Coach Gibson. Oh, they're going to allow him to pick the free throw shooter for the Eagles if Largie has to come out. That's what they're discussing right now. As again, you see the foul and going down hard on that upper back. They're going to pick Kelman to shoot the free throws. So Keyshawn Kelman will shoot at 64%.
You know, the analytics tells you that. But we've been watching this young man. He was, I think, 4 for 4 the other night, wasn't he?
Yes, it looked a lot better at the free throw line. Blaze Vespi has come in for Largy. And now Kelman will shoot the 2 free throws for Largy.
Analytics? See, you gotta...
And if he misses this one, you can give us the double or makes it, I should say.
Wow. Let's get Kelman. He's a 53% shooter.
Sports is a what have you done for me lately kind of thing, and he's been shooting it well lately. As Barno knocks it away, it'll stay with Austin Peay.
Well, Barno must have heard our pregame conversation about defense, because he's a pit bull.
Now he comes out, Thompson back in. And for the first time, we see Desi Jones check in, a guy who has started 13 games this year and is averaging 11 points per game, transfer from Quinnipiac.
Oh, Quinnipiac, up north.
Hamden, Connecticut.
One of the great ice cream shops of all time is up there, owned by their tennis company.
Here's Witt slipping inside for 2.
Well, Witt will slip and slide and lay a layup on you.
Bounce pass for Johnson. Eagles down 9 early. Here's Vespi, sophomore from Philadelphia, resets to Johnson. Thompson got open for 3. High rebound. And Saywitt is there for it. Black swings it around. Bounce pass. Here's Witt, one-on-one with Kelman. Vespi came over to help and did not. White downhill, floater in the lane, in and out.
Wow.
It felt like that was going to go in. Bounce pass, Johnson, open for 3, too strong. Kelman saves it, but to Austin Peay. Jones in transition, and Black had it go right through his hands. He was going to be open for 3. Was a little too excited. 9-point lead for the Governors as we step aside here on ESPN+. 2 of the 3 games. You see FGCU won that 18-point margin last year. Austin Peay won in Clarksville by 2 in a game where Zach Anderson had a double-double. But the history is a little less relevant than usual, J-Web, because for the Governors, their entire roster from last year is gone. New coaching staff, new roster.
Well, I'll tell you what, if new is good, they have given that another definition because they are really an outstanding ball team. You're saying the Eagles, down 9. How does this happen? Well, the Governors say, we're the Governors, we shoot 3 for 5 from the 3. You know what else we're going to do? We're going to have fast break points 6-0. So that's how they're ahead. And they've got like 3 steals.
The Governors have taken some good shots, both in transition and in the half court. Again, Eagles giving up 98 points on their home court on Thursday. Defense has to be better. Anderson snaps one to Thompson. Thompson had 21 points in that home win against Austin Peay last year. Kelman, lefty hook at the shot clock buzzer, and it goes.
Kelman says, you know, I can be ambidextrous.
6 early points, half the points for Kelman. And a foul away from the ball against the Eagles. It'll be on Vespi. Experienced officials crew here tonight.
Oh, hey, I tell you, what a crew. We're talking John Brooks. We got Felix Fuerta and Julian Laguino. Man, we've seen them before. They do a nice job.
They do. Good group tonight. There's a kick to Jones. He'll try the 3, book it. 3 more for Desi Jones.
Hand down, man down.
Off the bench and providing a 10-point lead for the Govs. Anderson pulls up for 2. That's no good. And there's Jones tightroping the end line for the rebound. Sharp snaps one to Black. He gets hit for three and buries it. A chance for a 4-point play for Black.
Okay, what is the first rule of defense? Do not foul a jump shooter. When you're going to go out at him, hand up, you're harassing. Okay? Because now it looks like they may give him a 4-point play. When you're down by 13, you can't give away points.
It just seems to me, Jay Webb, like Austin Peay is driving, kicking. It just seems there's not a lot of resistance on this end of the floor.
The piece to resistance is coming.
We'll see how it plays out. Eagles have, again, given up a pace right around 100 points to their opponent here at home so far, as Vespi collects the rebound on the free throw miss from Black. Thompson running the show on offense. All the way through, scoops it up, no good. Sharp high for the board. Jones sizing up Miller. Had it poked free, but it ends up with Sharp. Lob inside for Witt. Backs down Kelman. Vespi comes to help. There's a kick. White wide open for three, but it's off the mark. And a high rebound for Kelman, his second.
Kelman boxing out the big guy. He and Witt. That is a, man, you better go in there with a full set of teeth.
It may not be a full set after you come out of this.
Thank you. Check your Humana plan.
Foul underneath. Johnson comes in for the Eagles. Foul is on White, his first. Govs have made 6 of their last 8 shots. Thompson had a steam into contact, couldn't spin it in. And Miller ends up with the offensive rebound. Anderson spots up for 3, you bet.
Now that's all because Calvin said, this is my ball. What a great effort for that 50-50 ball.
Over the last 7 games, Zach Anderson has scored 18.2 points per game. He has shot 50% or better in every single one. Started tonight 0 for 3, so you knew he was making that one. 10 to shoot. Sharp fades on Thompson and missed it. Anderson there for the rebound. Franco Miller into the lane. Bounce past Thompson, lost it. They go to the floor, and it's taken away by the Govs. No numbers. Jones will slow things down. 8 minutes to go. Austin Peay by 10. Witt backing down Kelman. Pass deflected. Johnson steps in there for it, and a foul is called. Eagles starting to ratchet things in defensively as we will head to break. 10-point lead for the Govs. Eagles will have it when we return.
Got a leak? Something does not look right? There's no time to wait. Simply call Crown Residential Services for top-quality roofing specialists. Our licensed and insured employees provide you with the right roofing solution to ensure the process is stress-free. Your peace of mind is paramount to us. That starts with the roof over your head. Get Crown on it and schedule a free consultation with a Crown Residential Services expert today.
Welcome to the Diamond District. Todd and I have worked hard for over 19 years to bring you high-quality fashion diamond jewelry along with the perfect selection of GIA certified diamonds priced as low as you'll find anywhere.
My grandfather was in the jewelry business back in 1919. He said it's all about relationships. You'll discover that same culture with Jason and me at the Diamond District.
Todd and I look forward to meeting you personally, shaking your hand, and welcoming you to our Diamond District family.
Greetings, Eagles fans. I'm Ryan Beatty.
And I'm Jay Westerland. Together, we're the Beatty-Westerland team of Premier Sotheby's International Realty.
We are fired up to be back for another great season as the official real estate partners of FGCU Athletics.
And this year, we brought along some of FGCU's biggest fans, our family. It's going to be a great year. Wings up and go Eagles!
Artichoke & Company is the preferred caterer of FGCU athletics. With full-service custom catering, Artichoke & Company customizes your menu to your exact tastes and budget. Artichoke & Company also offers full staffing and event planning for any size or event.
Yes, that people.
He contests the shot from Miller, who hits the long-range three to cut it to 7. Emmanuel has millions of followers on social media, just amazed what he can do. Part of his fame, J-Web, came through Fort Myers. He played in the City of Palms Classic here 2 years ago when he was a senior in high school, as you see the response from Jamonte Black, and won the slam dunk contest here in Fort Myers. It went viral on social media. And he is a high flyer. It's amazing how well he can catch the ball with his right hand. And they trust him in just about every situation. As the lob there goes out of bounds, it'll be Austin Peay's ball.
Well, yeah, he plays basketball, he plays hard, and doesn't want anybody to give him anything. FGCU, another turnover there. So that was an alley-oop.
Lob inside for Witt. Backs down Kelman, leans in strong, can't get it to go. Kelman taps it out. Miller in transition. Nowhere to go. Here's Gallion Johnson. Thompson from the wing. It's good. Isaiah Thompson with his first basket of the night. Transfer from Purdue, cuts it to 7.
Oh.
And running it through Witt on that block. Goes right at Kelman, a collision underneath, and a foul is called. They're going to get Kelman for pushing off.
Well, the thing was, Kelman, hold your position, okay? The big man is not going to give you a dazzling, dribbling performance. That's it's interesting. You can hear Coach say to Hassan, hey, you didn't do your assignments right. So he's talking about what? That activeness.
Baseline drive for Black. Pass kicked out of bounds. They kind of label the mistakes on film and then go back and correct them, right?
Yeah, I think what the word he is he did assignment correctness. You know, he didn't approach that what he was supposed to do defensively correctly.
And so he's out of the game. Thompson with another one. Isaiah Thompson hits back-to-back threes, and Coach Gibson will call timeout. The former Boilermaker heating up and cuts it to 4. 30-second timeout means we will keep it here. And J-Web last year, Thompson and Chase Johnston, very accomplished guards, transferred into the program in Pat Chambers' first year. A couple of Big Ten guys linking up. Coach Chambers, formerly at Penn State. Thompson, formerly at Purdue, where he played in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, they came in and added some flavor to the Eagles. I'm telling you, what they're cooking up there in Clarksville, you got chefs like DeMarcus Sharp and you're talking about Jamonte Black. Whatever they cook, people be eating.
Black with 12 points a game. He shot it well tonight. He started all 22 games, as has Sharp. Sharp averages nearly 38 minutes a game, which puts him a top 10 in the nation in minutes per game. Played all 40 against Stetson on Thursday, and he hasn't lost a step here tonight.
I'm surprised he just didn't run down here. Didn't take the bus. He probably ran his own self down here. Get a workout.
Oh, Black deep in the corner. Missed it, and here come the Eagles, only down 4. Thompson, the hot hand, has to defer to Johnson, who brings it back to the middle. Now Miller. Bounce pass Anderson.
See, there's a mismatch right there.
On Haney.
There.
Leans on in and missed it. Witt got his hand on the board and shovels it out to Black.
Haney has no chance of stopping Zach Anderson.
A reset for Austin Peay. That's Jones. Jones steps back. A long 3 is down.
It may be a long 3 for most people. That's just a normal get out of bed jump shot for him.
9 points. I beg your pardon, 6 points for Jones. Johnson gets inside. Kelman lost it on the way through.
Well, see, the big man can't try to do moves, okay?
Yeah, 6 turnovers now for the Eagles. Witt turns, and that's not going to count. It's a travel.
Yeah, I thought they'd open up an Arthur Murray dance school in there.
So after earning the turnover, Kelman comes out. Josiah Shackelford checks in for the first time. Another big guy down low. And Cyrus Largy returns, which is big for the Eagles after hitting his head and back earlier. Had to come out due to injury, but is back in there with his Eagles only down 7. Austin Peay led by 13 not too long ago. Thompson from the logo wants another one. Comes up short. Largy got his hand on it, but it came up short, and Haney will take it the other way.
Boy, he's got some good looks, but once again, you don't need good. You got to have good looks, but you want makes.
Sharp spins on Largy. Johnson has to come out a little further now. Jones sizing him up. Anderson came over. They almost threw it away. Jones now with some space and puts the floater up, and it goes down.
I'm telling you, they are efficient with their offense.
Oh, they've got some guards that can score, can't they?
I bet they don't. I bet their budget, that governor's gubernatorial budget's not overspent, and that these guys running it.
The Govs from Clarksville, Tennessee. Johnson tees one up. No good, and Wilmore too big for Shackelford.
And anybody else that's guarding him out there.
Yeah, really anybody. Here's a long one, and it's down. Another bucket for Desi Jones, who all of a sudden has 11. He has not missed all night, and the lead is back to double digits for Austin Peay. We will step aside as the Govs get hot again.
They're shooting well. I mean, think about this. You're looking at your 58% from the field, and you're only 66% from the 3. That should get you a 12-point lead. And, hey, 4 steals. Right now, FGCU, once again, wrapped up the defense, limit turnovers. It's a long way to go.
But after they gave up, 65% from the field against Lipscomb, 98 points, you would hope that they can bring both those numbers down. And so far, Austin Peay is on a similar pace, 8 for 12 from 3.
And some of the shots that Austin Peay has made have been contested.
Barno is back in for the Eagles. He gets the ball right now, drives the baseline, and a foul is called. Eagles not in the bonus yet. That is the 6th foul on Austin Peay. There's Anderson. Largy. Oh boy. Sharp met him in the air and gets the foul call.
Oh. Sure.
Here's another look.
Sharp says, I don't think so.
Largy's had to double clutch a few times tonight with all that size underneath. Misses the first. See Kelman coming in along with Vespi. That is the first point for Largy. Eagles down 11. Barno puts some pressure on the ball. Sharp has it. Haney. Sharp drives on Barno. 8 to shoot. Jones into Largy, steps back. Now passes. 3 to shoot. Sharp fades the 2, no good. That's a better defensive possession for the Eagles, but they throw it away. And the Eagles get the ball off the deflection.
When you're down, 50-50 balls become critical to turn things around. So that's the first thing. There's a shot, people hustling. There you go, 50-50 ball. Go get it, guys. Look at, there they are.
Eagles break the press. Send it to the middle for Miller. Kelman down the baseline. Had it stripped on the way up by Sharp. And we've got to travel. It all started with Sharp, smaller guard, getting his hand in there and knocking it away from Kelman. There you see the look. He lost it on the way up.
Yeah, he had just a little too much going on there.
Jones handles, playing catch with Haney. Trying to get around Vespi, has to kick. Barno got his hand on the ball. Barno runs the break. Reverses it in. Nice play from Ramir Barno to bring it back down to single digits.
Well, the Eagles are going to try to get a couple of stops, a couple of baskets. They're back in this ball game.
First bucket for the freshman. Austin Peay using a little clock.
Jesse Jones moving the ball there.
And now Sharp will start a set play. Only 6 so far for the leading scorer. They came early. Jones with 3 to shoot. A long triple off the mark. Franco Miller clears.
These next 2 possessions are critical.
Barno all the way through. Streaks in for the deuce.
Speed can kill, babe.
Well, Coach Chambers said that his speed is game-breaking. Can really break up the opposition's defense. So 4 quick ones for Barno. And he got his hand on the ball again. Sharp keeps it in.
Well, the thing is, Barno don't want to pick up a foul.
6 to shoot. Black, a long one. In and out. Vespi, a strong rebound. FGCU can hold for the final shot. Looks like they'll only be down single digits. As Barno sizes him up. 4 to play. Barno turns the corner. Miller steps back. Got it off in time. No good. A little bit too strong as Miller got himself open.
Much better the last 3 minutes.
And FGCU closes the gap. Down by only 7 at the break. Barno leading the charge the last couple of minutes. Stay tuned. We've got a full halftime report coming your way here on ESPN Plus as we sit down with women's golf coach Shannon Sikora. Highlights and stats next.
Chose T-Mobile to help fuel operations for one of the world's largest racing events. Now is the time to see what America's largest 5G network can do for your business.
Yeah, you know you need protein to fuel results, but it's not easy when you're drinking the same bland, chalky shake every day. Stop punishing yourself and get to GNC for the best protein in the game. Look at this epic selection. All the hottest brands, enhanced formulas, and flavors that'll keep you coming back for more. Scoop after scoop after scoop. So bust out of your protein rut and actually look forward to those shakes with unbeatable protein at unbeatable prices. Fuel your fitness with protein at GNC. Yeah!
What they finished up with. If they can, they're in the ballgame. If not, L's in the way.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half, and there were plenty, especially early on, for the guards of Austin Peay. This is Keyshawn Kelman taking the big man to work underneath. But it was the normal names for Austin Peay to get going. Black, Jones, and Sharp accounting for the majority of the points tonight. There you see Sharp, their leading scorer, hitting a tough 2. That's really the name of his game.
Well, making shot, he's a shot maker, okay? If you had a dictionary with adjectives, he would fill up a dictionary because he's a special kind of player. But I think what the Eagles have got to do, let him get his, try to somewhat contain Black, and make the other people beat you.
Yeah, so far, Black just 4 for 6 From the fields, I mean, it's pretty good, but not a ton of shots. They have forced Austin Peay to spread the ball around, but overall, Austin Peay has hit some pretty deep shots. You can see some of these deep threes. Isaiah Thompson got going. He had 6 in the first half for the Eagles. You're seeing all 6 right here. Came on back-to-back possessions. Eagles are shooting at 39%. They'd like to get that up a little bit.
Yes, definitely. But remember this. With Black, 4 for 6, they had 5 guys that can score double figures. So as long as he does his thing, he doesn't have to get 10 or 11 shots.
Agreed. We are going to step aside. When we come back, we'll sit down with FGCU women's golf coach Shannon Sikora. We'll hit the links when we come back.